My name is Christopher. I have HSV2 down here, and I want to talk today about herpes and pregnancy, because I always get a question like, can you still have kids? Or how do you have kids, bro? And first things first, if I don't use protection, there's no guarantee that you pass herpes to someone. So in my particular situation, herpes does not affect my fertility. Herpes does not impact my sperm. They're not infected herpes sperm now, and there's no guarantee of transmission without protection. So I can successfully impregnate a woman one day if I choose to. We'll see. And when it comes to the female side, there is a possible small chance of there being issues, but the likelihood of that happening is far less than any other complication from birth or any sort of situation like that. So whether it's HSV1 or HSV2 also plays a factor. If you have genital HSV1, you're probably not going to have as many outbreaks, and you're probably not going to shed as much asymptomatically. So the likelihood of there being any sort of outbreak or complications during pregnancy or the delivery process is very unlikely. It's very unlikely with HSV2 as well, but I'm saying less likely with HSV1. And when it comes to HSV2, if the mother already has it, or she develops it from her partner and she is aware of her status, there's not really any issues that could arise. Now, you may be tested for herpes when you are pregnant. Doctors will do it just to make sure and just to figure out what they have to do. And the only real issues is if you have your initial outbreak during the third trimester. Now, doctors may put you on antivirals 36 weeks out from delivery, but I don't know for sure if they do or if they don't. And this is going to make sure that you don't have an outbreak towards the end of your pregnancy. Now, I've heard from countless individuals that, oh, hey, I had 3 children naturally and I have HSV2. And the likelihood of bad things happening is so unlikely. And oftentimes it's only really people who get their first initial outbreak in the third trimester that have any issues, just because your body hasn't built up the antibodies yet. And that could develop passing it on to the child. Now, even in situations where these kind of complications occur, you can have a C-section and have the baby just fine. So I get a lot of questions in terms of hey, how does this affect pregnancy? And honestly, at the end of the day, the likelihood of it affecting a child is very, very low. Precautions can be taken. And if you are with an HSV positive partner and you don't currently have it and you are pregnant, try to use extra precautions between the time of conception and the time of delivery, because you don't want to contract herpes during your pregnancy if you don't already have it. So that would be the only situation just be careful on. So always use condoms in that situation, get your partner to take antivirals, or just find other ways to be intimate without doing that, because you don't want to have your initial outbreak in the third trimester. But even if you do, C-section can be performed. That's pretty much it. If you have any more tips or information, or you want to share your pregnancy story, leave a comment in the comment section, and extra help will be in the description box. Love you, miss you, hope you're doing well. See you guys in the next video.